Alright guys, Kirk here from Motogear TV, welcome back. And I'm happy to announce the new build for the channel, my 2017 BMW M2. Let's get started. Alright, so there's a couple key things I wanted to go over, especially with the build. A lot of you guys had a lot of questions as to why I chose this platform, why not a different car, what makes this car so special. So today we're going to be going over my overall thoughts, because I've had the car for about almost a month now, what I think of it so far, and also what the plans are going to be going into this new platform. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about the car, and I'm here to really dismiss that, because I kind of had the same assumptions about it going into it. When they hear about the M2, because it is a fairly new platform, they don't really understand what really makes this car so special. And until you really take the time to sit down, look at the reviews, look at the responses online, or even go for a test drive, you're really not going to understand what makes the car so good. So for me personally, in making my decision for this new car, I wanted something that was capable as far as performance and handling on the road, has reliability, and also has a nice platform to be modified. Now the M2 for me really makes me feel at home. Reason being is because the engine in this car is actually the same engine, well, similar engine that was in my 335i. It has the N55B motor, which is a 3-liter straight 6 turbocharged single turbo. But what BMW did to put this engine into the car, they kind of developed it a step further in making the engine not only more reliable, but also more capable of handling more power. There's a lot of forged components and a lot of similar components that this car shares with the M3 and M4. As you guys can see from the exterior, nice, sharp, distinct wide body lines. The car shares the same wheels as the BMW M3, M4, 19-inch staggered setup. The car also shares the same brakes and suspension components as shared on the F80 platform for the M3, M4. And as you can see, pretty standard BMW. It's not as small as people would think. For me, I'm 5'11", and it's plenty of space. The seats are pretty much similar seats that you see in a normal 3 Series or 2 Series, but it has additional bolstering on the side. It's a little bit more pronounced, and that gives me a more snug fit, especially when I'm driving. Only other additions, as you guys can see from the interior, that make it kind of stand out. There's Alcantara and dry carbon throughout as far as the interior trim, and the car does come with Apple CarPlay from factory. So honestly, in me making my decision, it took a couple weeks, a lot of research, a lot of time on YouTube, a lot of reading the forums, and I was able to actually do a couple test drives with the car. And guys, surprisingly, it really impressed me. The way it handles, very sharp and precise. Everything feels planted on the ground. The suspension is really firm, so you kind of feel all the feedback from the road. And that, to me, especially with the power delivery, I was sold right off the bat. No complaints. I had to have this car. I wanted something preferably stock. Black wasn't necessarily my first choice, but I couldn't say no to a few things. The car came from the dealership with Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, BMW black kidney grills, and also black side vent grills as well. And the biggest thing to me, which kind of sold me on it, was what's happening in the back. Alright, so the person who spec'd this car out spec'd it with the BMW M Performance exhaust. It's a catback system, free-flowing. This one has the optional titanium tips. The tips alone are $1,000, and combined with the catback system, it's a $4,000 setup. Super responsive, has a nice tone to it, but I think we can really improve it a little bit, probably with some more exhaust modifications. Now time to show you what the N55B looks like. As you guys can see, it's stock, which is what I wanted. It gives me a good base so I can build on, and a lot of the components in this engine, again, I'm familiar with. This is the updated N55 motor, so it shares a few similarities to the one I had in my car, but with a few more upgrades. As I told you, they wanted to make this engine more capable of handling better power and also having the ability to be more reliable, because people who typically have these cars typically track them, and that's something I want to take into consideration. Right now, I'm just in the stage of just trying to understand the car, driving it stock, trying to get a feel for it, figure out where the weak points and where are the points that we can build on. And from there, I think we're going to be doing full bolt-ons, most likely the typical things that you normally see: air intake, charge pipe, intercooler, down pipe. Once I'm used to that, I'm going into tuning, also looking at fueling upgrades, and eventually bigger turbo. All right, so now that you guys have gotten the basic overview of the car, I think it's time to go for a drive. This thing is a rocket. Absolute rocket. And this with the Sport Cup 2 tires, oh my god. Yeah. Sport Cup 2 tires definitely give a ton of grip. Makes the car feel super planted. This is my first experience with them. I have had the Pilot Sport 4S's in the past, but trust me, this is just on another level as far as grip. Car is in Sport Plus right now, and trust me, even with the traction control off, it still feels very planted. The shifts are buttery smooth. It has a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and that ties into the straight 6 turbocharged N55B. So a couple things that set this engine apart from my engine that was in the 335 is they added forged components to make it stronger and more reliable than the already existing platform. So with the N55B motor that you get in this car, you get forged crankshaft, forged connecting rods, and also forged piston rings. Another improvement they also did was they redesigned the oil pan, so to allow for better oil flow, especially during more spirited driving conditions. I think the main question that everybody kind of wants to know is, why did I choose this car? You know, what makes this car most special for me to have as a new project? To be honest with you guys, it was never a consideration for me initially. A couple of cars that I was considering were the BMW M5 or M6, and also the F80 M3 M4. I wanted something that was sporty, obviously, had potential to build on, had the reliability that I was familiar with, and also had a compact design to give me a very engaged driving experience. For me, driving on the road, I don't want something that's too comfortable, that only does things good in a straight line. I want it to have the overall package, and I really believe with the M2, with the small body design, it kind of achieves that. Steering response, trust me, it's very direct. It feels like I'm driving a go-kart, and especially with the DCT, I have no complaints. The shifts are buttery smooth. It is a little bit laggy down low when you're going slow, but trust me, when you're revving, I'm gonna try to see if I can pass this truck guy right now. I'm gonna give you guys a little pull just to see, you know, the potential. best way I can really describe how the M2 drives, just imagine a go-kart, and this thing is just very direct. How it kind of turns in, I like how it's very planted, you don't feel a lot of body roll, not a lot of understeer. Like you point the steering wheel and it kind of just goes where you want it to be. And it's just dramatic. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that quick little overview, quick little build plan that I have for the BMW M2. I'm super excited to start this new project with you guys, and hopefully the journey will continue to show that. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of content on the way, especially for this build. We're going to take it from stock to the moon, and I'm happy that you guys can be on the journey with us. So if you want to see more content, please make sure that you're subscribed. Please make sure that you turn on your post notifications. And if you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and follow me and Mark on Instagram as well. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and stay tuned for the next one. We out.